Hello, scholars. Well, today we are going to work on our last two pages of Lesson 8, working with long A, spelled A-Y and A-I. Now remember, A-Y, A-Y, A-Y at the end, because Y is at the end of the alphabet. A-I, A-I, A-I in the middle, because it's in the middle of the alphabet. Now that doesn't mean you can't have a suffix added to the word so that it looks like AY is in the middle, but you got to look at the main word without the suffix. All right, I know we can do this. I can do it. Can you write it? Yes, I can. So let's see what we have to do. We are going to circle the words with the long A sound spelled AY or AI. So we're going to circle the words that are spelled AY or AI. So either one, they're getting circled, all right? Then you're going to underline the AI words, and you're going to double underline the AY words. All right, so we got to do three things to these. We got to circle them all and then either underline them once or underline them twice. And then it says be ready to write these sentences when they are read to you, but we're not going to worry too much about that. All right, if your parents want to read them, to couple them to you and you write them down, that's fine. All right, let's see. Circle the words with long A. They stay. Now would I circle they? It's not, it sounds like, no, don't circle they, because it's not the words with the long A spelled. So I might want to, sounds like it, but it's not spelled that way. That's one of our heart words. So we don't want to use that today. Stayed, that's spelled with A-Y or A-D. I mean A-Y or A-I, so I'm going to circle the whole word. Okay, I'm looking for oh, here's an A-I word, trail. Hunting for quail. All right, I did the first part. Now I'm going to go back and do the second part. Underline the A-I words and double underline. Okay, this one's got A-Y, so I'm going to underline it twice. And this one's just got A-I. And that one's A-I, so I'm only going to underline them once. The hardest part of this is remembering what I've got to do. Circle any A-I or A-Y words. Underline once A-I words, twice A-Y words. All right, let's see. Second sentence. Others waited for the quail to fly away. So waited has A-I in it, so I'm going to circle it. Quail has A-I in it, so I'm going to circle it. What about fly? There's a Y. No, don't circle that because there's no A in it. So we're not going to underline that even though it's got a Y in it. We're looking for A-Y. Away. There we go. We'll circle that one. All right. Now I got to underline A-I words, double underline A-Y's. Okay. A-I, so we're going to underline it once. A-I once. A-Y twice. All right. This isn't so hard after all. After I got started, it made a lot more sense to me. All right. Let's do one more together. Gale, Gay-A, because I got to have a long I. Gale was not afraid to sail the ship away from Spain. Ooh, this has a lot of words. Now, it doesn't say pattern words, so we're not just looking for pattern words. Any word, circle the words. So Gale is spelled with long A, A-I, so I'm going to circle it. Afraid, sail's got the A-I. Ship, no, away has the A-Y. Spain, A-I. So this time I circled 5 words. And I'm going to underline Gale, because 1 for A-I. Afraid, sail, away gets 2 underlines, and then Spain gets 1. All right, and you're going to continue to do that till you get to the bottom. Now don't forget to do this part right here. You got to count them. How many AI words did you find? So you're going to write down, I don't know, 17, 22, whatever it is. And then you're going to go back and you're going to count the Y words. How many AY words did you find? And you're going to write down that. Now, just by what we've done so far, I would say there's probably more AI words because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 of those already. And we only have 1, 2, 3. So the AI is probably going to be higher. So after you're finished with them all, go back and count them, right? And then count them again. Double check your work to make sure that you've got the right answer, the right amount. Great scholars always double check their work. Now, you've got one more page to do today. We're finishing up the lesson. So we have our last page, which is always the same in every lesson. It's our Safari Journal. And this time it's called the camping ground. So we know we're going to circle something, and then we know we've got to do this at the bottom. So make sure that you remember to do that. So right away I'm just going to draw an arrow. Make sure I do this. Maybe you have your highlighter. You could highlight this so it pops out. You could put a big star by it. You could circle it. Make sure you do this. Don't forget. Okay, that's an important part, is the reading part. This works on our reading fluency. So the more we read, the better we're going to get. All right, so we're going to practice, 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 practice. Just like baseball, soccer, gymnastics, riding your bicycle, hiking. The more you practice, the better you get. Safari Journal, the camping ground. We arrive at a camping ground and see more wild animals. So we're going to circle the pattern words in the lesson that you can find. So you're not going to circle any word that's not a pattern word. So let's say, for instance, maybe they use this word gale in there. That's not one of our pattern words, so we're not going to circle it. Okay? I know you know how to do this, but don't get tricked. So you're going to read it. We stayed at a camping ground close to where wild animals pass by. And you're going to circle it. And stayed, I believe, is one of our words. Yep, there is stayed. So I'm going to circle stayed. At a camping ground close to where wild animals pass by. So only stayed in the first sentence. All right, guys, you're going to continue to read it. Circle the pattern words in the lesson. Read this aloud to your parents or your older brother or sister, grandma or grandpa, and have them time you. And see if you can read it. This one's a little bit different. Instead of writing the time, you're just going to circle yes or no. Can you read the camping ground in 1 minute? Now, this is that's a lot of words, 135. That's higher than most second graders are reading at this time of year. So probably most of you are going to circle no. And that's okay. It's not a right or a wrong answer. It's what can you do right now. The only way you're going to improve is to practice reading over and over and over again and every single day. And you will become a better reader, a stronger reader. All right, guys, you did awesome this week. Till I see you again, go out and do great works.